Hey everyone! Hi, how are you? This is Elisan, the founder of the thriving Facebook group, the Spiritual Entrepreneurs. How are you all doing? I know I've been away for a while. I took a short break after the Money Talk Sense Live to kind of recalibrate, to refocus, and to kind of figure things out on my own. And I think there's so much energies going on right now. The planets are moving like crazy. A lot of energies are coming in. Like yesterday, 2 days ago, I saw a portal opened up right above a pyramid, and I saw a burst of white lights coming in. And then yesterday I saw Mother Mary came in and sent a wave of her blue healing light. And I didn't think too much about it, and I asked why that is the case, because her energy is about compassion. And if you have noticed, there's so much going on in the world right now that we really need to start to remember that we are here on this planet as a journey. So there is really no right and there's no wrong. Everybody chooses, as in the soul comes in to experience certain things on this physical form. So with the ego being so strong and this and that, it's easy to point fingers why this is that, this and that going on. So I think Mother Mary came in and sent us a wave of blue healing light. And then I saw Guan Yin came in. Guan Yin, she is the Guan Yin Niang Niang in Chinese. So Guan Yin came in, and her light is again white, and it's just opening up our hearts, and another wave of compassion and enlightenment. And just these two goddesses, their energy is really gentle. They are strong women, and so as women, we need to be like that. We need to use them as a benchmark as how we progress as women. Neither should we be the weakling and allow people to walk all over us and have our boundaries stepped all over, and neither should we be the masculine woman, like go 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 and just have all these crazy energies. Neither one energy is healthy. So with these two awesome goddesses, you can see and feel the energy is really filled with compassion and love, yet they are strong. Their boundaries are neat and tidy. And even though they are soft, you have this inclination to try to protect them. And so as women, we need to stand in our true power. We don't need protection from the men. We don't need protection from, whatever source of protection that you think you need, right? I mean, allowing the masculine to support us is not a sign of weakness. So this is another story, but I'm just wanting to share with you, these are the energies that came through, and this is how I felt. And on the other side, if you have been following my journey, I am going to give up the title of business coach. And I know some of my clients and students are like so sad, but the truth is I'm not going anywhere. I'm really not. I am going on to another journey. As as we progress in life, there will be different things that comes up. There will be different projects that pops up. There will be different things that just life shows up for you. And business coaching isn't something that I'm light up about anymore. And because the energies have shifted, and I sincerely feel in my own journey that business strategies only work to a certain point. And if we want to evolve as a humanity, as we want to evolve, then we cannot just focus so much on our business. We have to focus on working on ourselves. And so another reason is, I think there is an urgency, a sense of urgency to change the way we market ourselves, like 6-7 figure business owners, and and yada yada yada. So there are a lot of talk in the coaching community, like, I've spent so much money, why am I not yielding the results that I want? It is because the lack of understanding of yourself, the lack of understanding of how the universal laws are being used, the lack of understanding, and the fear and just the desperation of wanting to get there, that feeling of being successful, making a whole bunch of money, and that sort of thing. So I mean, I've been in the business for many years now. I started my spiritual journey and my business sort of like almost at the same time. It's been almost 10 years. I am not new and naive to the industry, and I am intuitive, and I am very sensitive to the energies around us as well. And that's also another reason why I'm moving to some other direction and the soul is guiding. And so, you know, once you are tapped into your soul guides you to the right teachers, to the right programs, to the right whatever it is. But if you're sucked into the 6 figures and 7 figures, then you're completely missing the point. You're completely missing your entire journey of your soul evolution. The truth is, everybody wants the same and desires the same thing. We all want love, abundance, inner peace. We want freedom. That's what the soul seeks, freedom. Do you get it? The soul seeks freedom, and the soul seeks to express itself fully through you. So if you're so focused on this 6, 7, and 8 figure business, then you're completely missing the point. And that, my friend, I am not saying that money is not necessary. I am not. I love money. The greed, the love of money is not the root to all evil. The greed for money is the root to all evil. I've been through many days of 50 cents, $1, and I know how not having money feels like. And on the other hand, I know how having a lot of money feels like, and I squander it, and so it's a love-hate relationship with money, and I get that. I totally do. So it's not about money. It's really about you expressing yourself freely. And if on the back hand, if your unconscious part knows that your business is meant to make money and you are not shy about selling your services or products, then money will flow in. It's just like air. Why would God create this planet? He gave you an abundance of like oxygen, carbon dioxide, whatever you need to live. You don't have to hold on to your breath and struggle. All right, I'm not even sure if the next breath is available for me, but let me take a look. Oh, wow, it's there, right? So he knows that you require money to be as successful as you need to be and to live out your life purpose. Why would he not want to do that? And why would he not make that readily available for you? However, that part of is a soul evolution. If he has given you these bags and bags full of money so freely, then you would completely miss out on your soul's evolution and becoming the person that you're meant to be, because without those blocks and without those challenges, you will not break through those shackles. You will not break through those limiting beliefs, because that's more thrilling, right? To go through that, oh my God, and then finally you made it. Oh my God, success is so much sweeter when rather than someone handed it to you, right? I mean, come on, we all have done this. When we were younger, we copied. I know my algebra sucked big time, all right? And my accounts sucked big time. And I have no choice but to copy it from my friend because I have to pass it up. And then here you are thinking, oh my God, please let her be, don't have a mistake, because if she has a mistake, then I would have a mistake too. And then the teacher would kind of like find out that I've copied, So you kind of like pray that, she did the right way, right? And so we all at some point copied. And how does it feel to copy? Not very good, right? It's not very like, oh, you did it, oh my God. But when you have actually studied the exams and then you passed based on your own abilities and credit or whatever it is, that feeling is so different. You get that A, and then, oh my God, the midnight oils were all worth it, the sacrifices, it's so much sweeter. Same thing with our life. When you copy through, life, it's going to be just like pay bills and die. Do you know what I mean? So therefore, I'm guided to the next phase of my life. Even in the school of money, I'm going to be changing it, ramping it up, teaching more about soul evolution, the soul journey, the soul stories, and of course money and inner peace and all that. I think that collectively would show us, or that not show us, but help us journey through life and understand life so much more with knowledge. You know, I'm Chinese, right? We are very superstitious. That's the older generation. And superstition comes from the lack of understanding, from the lack of knowledge. And so we are a bunch of educated people now. It doesn't matter if you've graduated out of high school. I didn't graduate high school. I didn't even go to college. But doesn't mean that I'm not educated. I read, I upgrade. So that's what I mean by educated, right? You're continuously learning. So if we in this era has the most educated people now on earth, in, you know, compared to the past times, then why are we still behaving like, I don't know, gangsters? What's the word? Why are we behaving like cannibals? Is there such a word? Like, why are we behaving like so tribal, you know? So it's time to wake up. And really, in this period, in this era, there is so much work that needs to be done. You know, I was having a conversation with my friend Lee. I think in this era right now, we don't need any more coaches than we already have. What we need, like Dalai Lama said, we need more healers, we need more storytellers, we need more lovers, and we need more of you. Like, just take yourself out of the business. Just take yourself, you know, that's one reason why I took myself out of coaching community. And during this period, while you think I'm relaxing, I'm not. I'm working on my inner self. I'm clearing. I took myself out of a lot of coaching community. I unfriended a lot of coaching friends. I didn't want to, you know, I wanted a new energy around myself. I wanted something new. I just wanted this thing. So you have to take responsibility, and only you can do that for yourself, and remove yourself out of whatever environment that it's not toxic. Maybe it's toxic. I don't know. But you have to take yourself out of the environment. You really do need to do that. So during this period of time, what have I been doing besides trying to figure out what I really want to do for the next year is, you know, you just take one step at a time. Do you understand? It's like, forget about seeing the big picture, because the big picture will not show up until you take responsibility of your life and you co-create with God, right? And God will kind of like lead you. He will give you hints. He will give you nudges. It's not like he's completely like, you know, so he will give you nudges. The universe will show you, and they'll give you some suggestions, and then you make your own decision. And this, my friend, you have to learn to make decision on your own and by yourself, because a lot of women, you know, would be like, oh my God, what should I do? You know, I'm teaching my 10-year-old daughter to make decisions on her own independently. So this is how the conversation went. She has this smartphone, right? And so she wants a laptop. And so I said, why do you need a laptop? So I say, okay, so let's start negotiating, because I want to teach her negotiating skills, because negotiating skills is one of the best skills to equip yourself with. And not because, you know, when you negotiate, it's not how me. It's about win-win, right? So I said, well, all right, I'll get you the laptop, but I will downgrade your phone to those Nokia phone, you know, it's just a simple call and message. And I said, well, this is my proposal. Negotiate with me. You think about, is it a go or two go, right? No go or no go. And she said, okay, let me think about this. And so I said, so she asked her sister, who is 6 years old, what do you think? And I said, why do you need to ask your sister? Think on your own feet, decide for yourself. It's not like her decision is going to influence yours, right? She's like, yeah, exactly. I just want to ask and see how she feels. It's not like I'm going to be influenced by her. Then why did you even waste your time asking her? So she's 10. And I said, so learn to make decisions by yourself. And that's what she did. I am teaching my 10-year-old to do this. So I'm inviting you to do that for yourself as well, because if I knew how to make decisions for myself early on in life, I would be a billionaire by now, but I'm not. So here you go. We all learn our own divine timing. So what I want to tell you is, during this period of time, you know, I decided to really chill and just drop everything. In fact, I had no energy and no interest in anything in life. And it's bad for business, but I know this is essential, and I know this is necessary for my own growth. And that was what I did. And I worked on my own shadow side. I worked on my own understanding of my purpose and how do I want to, you know, that sort of thing. And I worked on the shadow piece, the unconscious piece, for the past 3 years, and finally something broke through. And you're like, oh my God, I've been working on this for 3 years. Why now, right? It took such a long time, and my friends were like, oh my God, this is really ridiculous. But it does take that level of amount of time, and it's all in divine timing. And so during this period as well, at the beginning of the year, I joined a program which all my friends were against it. And it's so interesting to watch how it has unfolded, because despite the reviews, despite people telling me not to, despite my husband giving me the advice, I still went ahead with it. And it's really interesting because even with all the sound reviews, I didn't take it. I jumped into it. And now, 8 months later on, I realized why I did it. It's because I saw glamour as love. And this particular coach, was marketing luxuriously and like all the travels, and unconsciously I related that to love, and obviously I thought that was love and I wanted it. And then I have this other piece about speaking up to authority. Like, how do I explain this? Like, if I see this person as authority, I'll be like freaking out. So I actually wrote this person an email, and guess what? I literally thought I was dying. It's very irrational. So your unconscious, your fears are so irrational. I really thought I was dying, right? I really thought. And sending out that email cost me 2 weeks of agony, which is I had a cough, I had this crazy feverish feeling, and like, so the fear is very real in your head even though it's not real. So that was another breakthrough that I had to go through. Like, asking for what I want is okay. I don't have to die, because that fear of death is very real within your body as well. And so during this period, I also have observed so many people are working on mindset, teaching mindset. And then many people are reading the book Think and Grow Rich, the Law of Attraction. Then why is it that people are still broke and struggling? That is because, people are not integrating the lessons and integrating their understanding. There is a reason why it says mind, body, and spirit. So your spirit equals soul, right? So your soul is this, and I realized something, this is like so interesting. So you think you're this soul, and your higher self is this all-knowing, like they know it all and that kind of thing. And recently, while doing my own work and research, I found out that the soul can be lost as well. And the reason why we're doing all this work and why we are reincarnating and creating all this awareness is to bring our awareness back to the collective consciousness so that we can evolve as humanity and grow, right? So sometimes the soul can be lost. And so when the soul is lost, it trickles down to your self right now. And so no matter how much you work on your mindset, you will still be lost, because the soul is the guiding light. And that's really interesting for me, and that's why I want to talk about this, because we have to understand our soul's evolution and our soul's purpose for us to integrate everything together. And so while you're working on your mindset and everything, but let me tell you, you are the sum of your ancestral karma, your ancestral DNA, and your past lives, belief systems, and all the lessons collectively, and it has created this person that is you right now. So working on the mindset is one thing. Our body stores emotions as well. And so while we are working on, our mantra, like, I am happy, I am this, and I'm that, and blah, 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 it's all in the mind. But guess where is your point of attraction? Your point of attraction is your body and your emotions. So if you're running away from the emotion of fear, like I'm not good enough, so guess where that point of attraction is, even though your mind is chanting, I am great, I'm awesome, I'm abundant, I'm rich, I'm a millionaire, blah, 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 blah. It's not going to happen, because your point of attraction is still the same. So, as I am researching this, as I am going through this, channeling my own knowledge and working, tell me, why would I want to keep myself in as a business coach? Isn't this journey so much more exciting? Finding out your soul's journey and your soul story lights me up. And when I help my clients break through like this limiting belief that is, since young, and then her life changes, and then the strategies are put in place. Oh my God, that's so exciting for me. So I do the work that I do. It has to light me up and has a purpose as well. So that's what has been going through for me, and it's really super amazing. I'm going through so many internal work and challenges, and I invite you to do the same. I was just talking to my girlfriend Melissa from melissaclaire.com, and she's going through the same shit. I'm going through the same shit, working through our shadow work, taking a back from our business, and just working on ourselves. So I just want to keep you updated on what I'm doing, and then I'm like, okay, what should I do next? What should I do next? Actually, not really. And then when I release the what should I do next, then miraculously 2 days ago, ideas started to flow in, because for the past 1 month or so, actually, I had no ideas flowing in, and I have no desire to work on my business. I just know something will happen. And this is it, right? 2 days ago, as I started to recover, and as I started to feel like the veil is, sort of like lifted, little taps of ideas started coming in. And within 2 to 3 days, I wrote my new Work with Elise, what my service is, and I felt really good about it. What I want to offer, what is it all about, and it took me like 3 days to complete it. And then I came up with this brand new series, Philosophy TV. There was this other coach. She has this really fancy title, Glambition Ali Brown, and I'm like, I really want a mix of a name like this too. And it didn't come, and finally I started with Philosophy. But philosophy, somebody has using it. I think a band is using it, and then suddenly when I woke up, the spirit said philosophy, and I think it's a beautiful word. Like in between, there's I love soul as well. So that's the new series, the new TV series. It's all about life, your soul journey, and all that. It makes me excited. And ultimately, Jim Rohn has said in a more practical manner, if you want to change your income, you have to change your philosophy, right? And so we all have a philosophy, and why not amp it up even further? We all do have a philosophy. And I want to just remind us all that stop blindly looking for, getting there. And to be honest, the journey to self-love doesn't end. There is no end. Oh, here's the kicker. I'm going to go very soon, but here's the kicker, right? Everybody says, well, know your truth and the truth will set you free. This is something that I've discovered recently. There's no truth, and the truth is ever evolving. Your truth is based on your past experiences that makes it the truth. So what is the truth? So think about this, right? I always encourage people to think. And no offense, but this is the difference between spirituality and having a religion. Spiritual people, I encourage you to think of all the teachings and piece it up together. It requires a lot of work. Nobody likes to think, but thinking will set you free. So even if the soul is lost, then how can there be the truth? What's the truth? If you have read Neil Donald Walsch's book, Conversations with God, you would know that God puts us all here so that he can experience life and evolve as well. So we all think that God is this almighty, great being, but he can be lost as well. He's just going through the experience with us. Isn't that nice, right? So what's the truth? Your truth and my truth, they are different. So whose truth is right and whose truth is wrong? So this I want you to think, my friend, right? The truth sets you free, but yet the truth is always evolving, because we are ever evolving. And will we ever get to a point where this is it? I love myself so much, I am all done. Will we ever get to this point? Will we? Or will there be like another part where, oh, I could do this more for myself. Oh, this is exciting. Or it's like, this is done, I'm done. This is like the maximum, I can't do this anymore. So this is the tip of the iceberg, that what I am moving my direction ahead. And let me share with you another secret. So yesterday, as I wrote my about page, right, in my Work with Elise, I'm like, shit, the time is near. I have to start launching this. And then I had all these belief systems and all these like crazy thoughts, like, who would want this stuff? Like, who? Blah, 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 right? So at the end of the day, it's about me not believing in myself. It has got nothing to do with you. It's got nothing to do with the world. It's got ultimately to do with me. And I am, because of this process that I'm working on myself, I'm also working on this process called the healing process that I hope I will be able to share with you, and so that you can do your own healing process. You shouldn't always, it's like having a coach is nice, but if you're always needing a coach, then it becomes an addiction, and it becomes like a codependent relationship. You hire a coach only when there is something that you don't understand, or you need to, have it sorted out as soon as possible, but you don't need a coach forever. A healer, you don't need a healer forever. You need to go to a healer when you feel like healing. Typically, I do the healing once a month. I have soul sessions with my friend, to just exchange soul sessions. Yes, I do that regularly, but not because in a codependent relationship, but it's because I want to see where it takes me, what's my fullest potential. And there's so many hidden selves, there's so many sides inside myself that I do not understand yet. That is why you hire a healer, that is why you hire a coach. Not because I hope to hire a healer and a coach so that I can get this 6-figure or whatever it is. I mean, you know what I mean. So this is my reflections, and I just thought I wanted to come on and share this live with you impromptu, so that you know what I'm doing, and not like I've disappeared out of thin air. I am still here. I love you all very much. I constantly think of you. Yep, healing process, nice. Or health upgrade app, Elise style. Yeah, I mean, whatever it is, it's, you have to, the thing, here's another 5-minute rant. The thing with coaching, get a certification and you go coach. The healing, to become a healer, to become this, have all these skills, it requires time to acquire, to work on yourself. My intuition, my gifts didn't just show up out of nowhere. Yes, I took classes to learn them, but I took time to hone my skills. It took me 10 years and counting. So how can a coach just graduate out of the school and then charge 5-6 figures, and then of course people are not happy because they're not getting the results, and they don't know how to deliver those results because they're so money oriented. Whereas if you were to take time to hone on your skills, I promise you, you would get to that level, because after all, people will pay for speed, So there is no rush. I really invite all of us to take time out of the equation. If money is something that you need right now, then go get a job, sell something, get yourself secured, so that you don't have to worry about that money piece. And when you serve your clients, it's really from the heart and more. Do you understand? There are so many broken healers out there. It's just unbelievable. There is so many smokes and screens out there. Don't believe everything you read. To be honest, I can now just say I'm an 8-figure business owner. Would you know? You wouldn't know. I just have to show you some glamorous photos, and then you would believe it. Who knows? Me and God. Right? So let us be more authentic with our own message, and let us be more authentic with ourselves. Really, if you find that there is this disharmony in your business and your life right now, then ask yourself, what do you need to do? Not to fix yourself, but to be in the vibration of what really lights you up, and what's your soul purpose. And how do you want to live your life that completely lights you up, that completely excites you, so you don't have to be in a business and create this 6-figure sales funnel because it's boring and because that's the proven strategy? I want to leave you another question. If our thumbprints are as unique as the snowflakes, then what makes you so sure that one system, one formula, it's going to be a one-size-fits-all to all of us? Because all of us are unique. All of us are unique. So this is why I do what I do, to find out your own soul purpose, what lights you up, and then have the courage to go for it. Just because it's different from someone else doesn't mean that it's not going to work. So, all right, I don't know how long I've spoken, but this is a long vlog of what I've been doing, and I am feeling healthier now. When I say healthy, it doesn't mean like I'm okay, I was literally sick, but I'm healthier now, I'm stronger now, and I'm able to, you know, live my purpose in a more confident way and with no apologies, and I'm gonna go for it from there. Alrighty, hi Lucy, how are you? Thank you for spending this time with me. I'll be back with the new TV series. It's going to be like a vlog series. How do you pronounce it? Vlog. Vlog. It's called Philosophy. Some of you are asking me how do I pronounce it. So there you go. Philosophy. My friend was like, it sounds like Phil Love Soul. Yeah, Phil Love Soul. Dr. Phil, whatever it is, but it's Philosophy. We all have one, and so I leave with you the question, what is your philosophy in life? All right, so take care, and I'll see you soon. Goodbye. Love you all so much.